your live feed here.
All right.
Fresh.
All right. I'm going
chat. Let me try that out.
I'm going to hang up with you.
All right.
Oh, there we are. I think we're live now. I think I got it. Sorry about that, whoever was on before, and I didn't have picture. My camera settings were wrong, so I had to try to fix that. So let me just minimize this so I can see my chat. Oops, don't want to do that. Hold on. Move this over. Hey, Karen. Good to see you. I'm going to try to see if one or two more people will pop up. Hopefully, somebody will pop up and say hi. Am I gone? Yep, there I am. All right. Try to keep an eye on this. All right. Hey, everybody. How you doing out there? Hopefully, you can drop in and join me for my live stream. I just wanted to try to do an update on some things coming up for the fall for Steve and I. Steve has gone to the church this morning to mow the grass, or this afternoon. So he's not going to be joining me, at least not right now. But we did want to try to put out a little update, and I wanted to do it live in case anybody's out there and wants to stop in and chat. We're going to talk about vacations we got planned and where we're going to be, not vacations, but maybe long weekends or weekend trips, and see if we're going to be in your area. And very cool. So I'm going to start out with this weekend coming up. I'm going to be making a cake for my granddaughter. She'll be 4 years old this weekend. So I'm going to be making a Barbie doll cake for her. And I'm going to record that so y'all can see that I've done the Barbie doll cakes before. So I thought I'd try to do one for her and see how that turns out. So I do have my infuser on, and I am using some green apple today. So it's smelling pretty in here. I'm just trying to get it so the steam doesn't go in front of the camera. So hope that you can hear me okay. So anyway, I'm going to be doing the cake decorations, and I'm going to record that. I have a picture. I'm trying to get a picture offline. I have one that I'm probably going to use for the dress, so that I can try to do something original, a different original dress. So let's hope that comes out good. I'll record that for everybody. Then following that, and I know Karen's in the chat. Karen's my sister. I'm going to be flying to Houston. Karen lives down in Houston. Actually, I have a work trip, and just luckily it's in Houston. I've never been there. So I'm going to fly down on Friday, the 17th. And my sister Karen's going to be picking me up from the airport. And we're going to hang out for the weekend together. And then my work trip starts on Sunday evening with a welcome reception. And then the conference is going to be on Monday and Tuesday, and then I'll fly back. So in an area, if you want to say hi, I'll be in Houston on Saturday the 18th and Sunday the 19th, plus Monday and Tuesday, but I'll be at work, so they're working down there. I'm excited about the trip. I have not been to Houston, like I said, and Karen and I have a couple of fun things planned to do. So that should be fun. We haven't planned anything for Memorial or Labor Day yet, so we're not sure what we're going to do then. We haven't had any time to do any diving in July and August, so we'll probably try to get some diving in. Karen, you still there? So yeah, I'm gonna probably try to look into to see if we can go down to the quarry and at least do some practice dives. I don't think we'll go out of town to do any diving or anything. Can you hear me okay, Karen? I'm working on a hat. I'm knitting. This will be for man's hat. I'm doing some hats for the homeless. And I got a couple more rows to go on that one. But I got this variegated yarn. Thought it was really pretty. So that's what I'm using for this hat. Excuse me. All right. So if we do some diving, we'll bring the cameras and we'll take some video of that. Then September 22nd. Good. September 22nd, we are going to be going to Fairfax, Virginia. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like the colors too. I think it made up real pretty. The variegated did. I did the brown one. Let me see if I can find that one. It's a little lighter. But this is what it looks like. This is a darker black one. But I like them both. I think I like the black one better, but I like this one too. So, we're going to be going to Fairfax on September 22nd and 23rd. The professional bull riders are going to be up there. We already have our ticket, and we have our hotel, and or our tickets, because there'll be one show on Saturday night, the 22nd of September, and then there'll be one show on Sunday afternoon. So we have our seats for both of those. We will bring everybody along with our camera and take lots of video so you can see that. Bull riding is always fun. It's one of our hobbies. We have way too many hobbies, but that's one of our hobbies. So, or one of our things we enjoy doing. On the weekend of September 29th, that is Steve and I's anniversary. It'll be 11 years. So we are going to go, like we always do every anniversary, we go up to Lake Anna. So we'll be taking a 3-day weekend up to Lake Anna, and we have a cabin up there that we are renting for the weekend, and we'll do some fishing. We haven't done enough fishing this year. Hopefully we won't get rained out like we did in May, but we haven't had much time to fish at all this year. It's either been way too hot or raining. It's rained probably most of the year this year. We've had rain. So we haven't done a lot of fishing at all. I told Steve I would like to get out and maybe do some canoe fishing over Labor Day weekend. I really don't want to go to the lake because I know that's going to be crazy busy with people on vacation. So maybe on Labor Day weekend we can take our canoe out and go up to one of the ponds or something. So I'm going to write that in my little date book and see maybe we can do a little canoe fishing for everybody. We'll take you along on that, see if we catch anything. But I would like to get out and do some hiking. We haven't hiked at all this year either. So, you know, maybe Labor Day weekend we can just have a fun at-home weekend and find things to do like hiking and canoeing and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool. So, September. So what are y'all doing? Y'all have plans for the weekends coming up? All right. October 13th, we are going to be in Greensboro, North Carolina. We are going to meet up with our YouTube friends, Chris and Leah from Keeping It Real. And we met them through YouTube, found out that we lived close to each other and did a couple of meetups. And we are going to do another meetup on the weekend of October 13th, because Professional Bull Riding again comes to the Greensboro Coliseum that weekend, and we have tickets for the 4 of us to go Saturday, October 13th, and Sunday, October 14th. So look for some video on that. This week we have a video on, we have a taste test, we have a review, and I'm not sure what else we're putting out this weekend, but we have a few videos already planned. All right, November. I don't have a lot planned for November. I'm going to be going back up to New York to visit Mom and my family up in New York if the weather holds out. That'll be Wednesday, November 21st through Thanksgiving, and come back to work on Tuesday, November 27th. So where's everybody at today? Usually I got a few people coming to hang out with me, but I don't guess anybody's out and about today. Maybe the weather's nice where you are and you have things to do. But anyway, I'll leave the video up in case people want to watch it later. I would like, I was hoping some people would be out to chat today. Maybe it's too early in the afternoon. All right, and the thing that I'm really excited about is Steve and I have decided to do a Christmas cruise, a Christmas and New Year's cruise this year. I know we have one scheduled for Bermuda next summer. Hold on, it's my sister. Hello? All right, I'm on live stream. It's Patty. Huh? Huh. Karen's on with me. Huh. There should be one up right now because Karen's online with me. She's the only one on the chat. Uh-huh. Huh. Try a third one. All right. Oh, let me look. All right. Hang tight. Karen, you're on YouTube, right? She's saying that there's nothing up on YouTube. This is saying I'm live. Oh. All right. Nope, it's not what I wanted to do. Karen says to refresh your computer. Oh, there she is. Hi, Patty. All right, sorry for whoever's watching this. I'm just trying to figure out why nobody's on. But I guess because I've tried to go on twice and my camera wasn't working right, it kind of glitched on me. So sorry about that if you can't catch the chat because I messed it up because my camera wasn't working right. But hopefully this chat will stay up and okay, hopefully the chat will stay up and y'all can see it anyway. So anyway, our December cruise, we are going to be leaving the day after Christmas on December 26th, and we're going to drive out to Fort Lauderdale because we have extra time. We have vacation time to use up. So on the 26th, we're going to be in Savannah, Georgia, and we're going to stay overnight there and then leave out on the morning of the 27th, which is a Thursday, and drive down to Fort Lauderdale. We do have a hotel in Fort Lauderdale. We're going to spend the night. We always try to get to the cruise port a day ahead of time so that we don't miss our ship. There's always a chance of something happening where you might miss your ship. So we go ahead and make sure we're there a day ahead of time. We get on the ship and we're going to be boarding the Celebrity Reflection. at 4 p.m. on Friday, December 28th. Now, this is the first time we've ever taken a holiday cruise, so it should be decorated for Christmas, and I'm sure there's going to be a fabulous New Year's party on the ship. So we'll take lots of videos of all of that because it's going to be very cool. It'll be a new experience for us. But it should be really, really nice. On this ship, we got a room towards the front of the ship. My travel agent, we always go through a travel agent. She said it's probably going to give us one of the better views because towards the middle of the ship, there's a little obstruction where you won't be able to look down to the water. So she's got us in a room where there shouldn't be any obstruction, and it should be a pretty good view. So we're excited about that. Our first stop is going to be Saturday, December 29th, and we're going to be in Key West. We're going to do some diving. We've talked to a dive shop down there. They don't have any dive excursions off the ship. So we have gotten in touch with a dive shop down there, and they told us to wait till like November or December to make the reservations, but to call them back, and they would make reservations for us to meet up with them and to go out on a morning dive with them. We should be in Key West most of the day. The ship should be there. So we should have plenty of time to do a morning dive and then look around a little bit. This will be the first time we've ever been in Key West, so this is going to be pretty cool. We'd like to one day just go ahead and do a Key West vacation and maybe just book a whole week down in Key West and spend a week down there doing some fishing and some diving and stuff. I think that'd be really neat. We leave Key West the night of the 29th, and we head out for a sea day on the 30th, Sunday the 30th. And we're at sea all day. And then we end up on Monday, December 31st in Costa Maya. We did go to Costa Maya last year. We did some diving last year in Costa Maya. It was absolutely gorgeous. Underwater, the reefs were amazing. It was beautiful, but we opted this trip to Costa Maya. We are not going to be doing any diving, and the reason being is the water was so rough there. It was a struggle to get in and out of the boat. Underwater was fine. It was gorgeous, but just we got beat up a lot in the boat just trying to get in and out, and it was a struggle. So we have decided Costa Maya is not the place to be doing boat dives for us, being that, you know, we're not as young as we used to be. And we were going to skip the diving in Costa Maya and do some other stuff. So we'll take you along. We got some great excursions planned there, and it should be a lot of fun. We'll get out of the water and on land and do some on land stuff. So I think that'll be pretty neat. And I'm sure that night is New Year's Eve. I'm sure they're going to have a wonderful party, and I hope that we'll be able to stay awake long enough to enjoy that too. I'm sure we will, so we can get some good footage for everybody. January 1st, we end up in Cozumel, and we are opting to do a dive in Cozumel. We think it'll be fun. We've been to Cozumel a few times before and done some land stuff a couple of years ago down there, and we're going to do another dive down there. So we think that that would be a lot of fun. June 2nd, the Wednesday, we'll be in the Grand Caymans again, and we are diving again. We did, the last dive we did in the Grand Caymans was a shore dive. We went off the shore. We did one dive out, and just to get, because we hadn't been diving in a long time, and we wanted just to kind of do a little practice dive before we did some boat dives. So this time we're going to do a couple of boat dives in the Grand Caymans, and that should be a lot of fun. The January 1st is a Thursday. That's a sea day. And then on January 4th, we go back to Fort Lauderdale. But the trip is not over for us because we still have some drive days to go back. So we disembarked the ship on Friday, January 4th. And we are going to drive to Hilton Head Beach, and we're going to spend a couple of days at Hilton Head Beach down in South Carolina, where we have never been before, and we think that it should be pretty cool, even though it's winter months, and it may be, I don't know if they have snow down there, But you know, depends what the weather does for the winter. But we're going to be Hilton Head Beach all day on Saturday, January 5th, and then head home on Sunday, January the 6th. So that's our plans for upcoming months through Christmas. We will take lots of video to share with everybody. Just kind of wanted to keep everybody informed of what we're doing. Reviews, and we're still going to be doing some cooking videos and other stuff, family stuff. But those are the trips that we have planned. I am sorry if this didn't show up in your feeds to come and join us. I just, like I said, I had some glitches with my camera. I can try to do this again if anybody wants to come on and talk about cruising with me or any of these other places. Just let me know in the comments below. Hey, Drive Chef Drew, how are you? Just was on here. I didn't know if anybody could see. I don't know if the if it came up in anybody's feed that I was online live, because yeah, I just got the notice. I don't know what's going on. I tried to do a video earlier, or a live stream earlier, and my camera wasn't working right. It was dark, and I thought that it wasn't working, but actually I just had to lighten it up. So I started live streaming a couple of times, and then I cut it off. I cut each of them off because I didn't think my camera was working. So then I came in and lightened, and I actually have some picture now, but for some reason it's not showing up in anybody's feeds that I'm on, I don't think, because my sister's had a hard time finding me. So what's going on up in Canada today? We don't have any trips to Canada planned anytime soon. I would like to go up that way again, though, do some fishing. I haven't been up there in a while. But anyway, I was talking, Drew, I was talking about my vacation, so you might have to go back and watch the video of the vacations and things that we got coming up in the next couple of months through December. So it's going to be fun. We've got a lot of little trips planned. So I'm excited. I'm excited about going to Texas in a couple of weeks. Yeah, we've had rain for like 2 weeks straight now, every single day. I would love to do the train ride across Canada. That would be really, really cool. I know there's some places in Canada where you have to get on a helicopter to fly into, and then you spend a week and fish, and it's out in the middle of nowhere, and I would love to do that. If that's on my bucket list, I'm going to do that one day. I'll have to look into those things. There's so many things I want to do. Right now, we're just trying to get into dives because, you know, the older we get, the harder it's going to be on our bodies. So we're kind of doing cruise vacations that equal diving right now, and we're limited to time we can get off for work. I get like 3 weeks vacation a year. I think Steve gets about 3. So we can do 2 fun vacation. Well, fun. We got, hello, the crow flies. How are you today? Your wings. Yeah. So I can do like 2 vacations, like with Steve and I, a year, and then we do. I'm good. I'm real good. Trying to get over my sinus issues that I've been having. But now that it stopped raining, and hopefully we'll have a few days of sunshine before it starts raining. I think it's on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So hopefully my sinuses will clear up so that by the time that 2 weeks comes and I have to fly, then I'll be able to take care of that to be able to fly without having to fight breathing. I take Zyrtec every night, and along with Flonase in the night and in the morning, and I still have trouble breathing. I've had allergy tests done, and they say the good news is I'm not allergic to anything, and they've tested me for a lot of stuff, but I still don't know why I have such sinus issues if I'm not having allergy issues. I just don't know. If anybody has the answer to that, please let me know. Anyway, when we go to Houston, Karen, my sister, and I are going to plan a trip to the aquarium down there. I don't know if anybody's ever been to the aquarium in Houston, but it looks like a lot of fun. Weather's in the upper 90s in Houston. Oh, okay. I'll dress cool. I'll bring some cool summer clothes. So, hopefully not all day long. I know that part of the aquarium is inside, so at least we won't be out in the hot sun all day. Yeah, I know how you feel. Luckily, I don't have to do a whole lot of talking for work. My job isn't a lot of talking, so I can do my job effectively and still not be able to breathe till I have to teach, because I do teach some classes at work, and I have one Monday night, and then I have some during the week in the afternoons, but I haven't had too many of those lately. I think summer people don't want to come to class in the summer, so I do have a Saturday class coming up, and I don't like to do Saturday classes, but because I don't like using my weekends up for work, but they don't require it, so I don't mind doing one once in a while. It just works out better for the people that I teach. They work during the week, and I teach adults, so they have weekends free where they're able to come more on the weekends than at nighttime a lot of times. And I don't like to use up all my nights for teaching either. So, what are y'all doing for Labor Day? Y'all got plans for that? We have a 3-day weekend, and we don't have any plans, so we're still trying to figure out what Labor Day is going to bring. I'm thinking we'll probably take the canoe out, do some hiking, and maybe take the canoe out and put it on the water so that we can, not up at the lake because it'll be too busy, but probably there's a small area up in Powhatan. Trade show. Like craft trade show? That would be fun. I should see what's going on local, but I don't really want to go and hang out in a crowd. Rather do some stuff with Steve quietly. Bass Fishing with TK Heaven. How are you? Thank you. You're at work? Well, that's no fun. Should be out fishing. What's the weather like where you are? True. What's the Canadian holiday? Today? Tomorrow? Today. I'm gonna look up the holiday. I have my calendar with me here. It usually tells me Canadian holidays. It's civic holiday in Canada. What's civic holiday? Is that like Labor Day? $117. Off Monday through Wednesday, so hopefully fishing Tuesday. Where are you where it's 117? Wow, you must be like down in Texas area or something. I want to go fishing with you one day. Steve and I hook up with you one day and do some fishing. I think we're talking about that with Grant Hubbard or something. California. Oh, that's a long way away. We'll have to meet in the middle somewhere. Yeah, 117. I don't think I could handle that. It's like 80 outside today, and I can't handle that. Let's see if it says on my phone what the temperature is outside. Yeah, it doesn't say. No, it doesn't say weather. 100 in Texas. I'll be in Texas in a couple weeks. I don't want 100 degrees though. Michigan. How's the weather in Michigan? I've never been to Michigan either. Yeah, too hot there. We might have to go over to Grants. Kentucky probably better. I think he has a pond too. To load up, or maybe it's a lake. I'm not sure. Load up the canoe. I'm not sure if the boat will go in there or not. 90 degrees. I think it's got to be close to 90 here today. Y'all got any more vacations planned before the end of the summer? Houston's not really a vacation for me. I mean, it will be for the weekend, but it's a work trip. So I just got lucky enough that my bosses are going to let me fly out early to go spend the weekend with my sister down there. I think it's cool of them to do that because they're paying for the airplane flight down. So they allowed me to go ahead and go early, and as long as I pay for the weekend for the hotel for the weekend, they're going to pay for the rest of the week. It's a little pond. Oh, okay. I might try to hit. I don't know if we. I don't know. I'd love to go down to the YouTubery that Grant does down there. Just don't know if it'll work into our schedules for this coming year or not. Can't afford to go on vacations. Oh, I'm sorry. We try to go on as many long weekends as we can. We try to do it as inexpensively as we can, but I just, we talk about doing it before we get too old and we can't enjoy it. Moving to Washington. We went to Seattle last year because we flew out to Seattle. Karen and I and Steve and a couple other members of the family met out in Seattle and took a cruise to Alaska, and that was really, really awesome. So, I don't know where Blaine, Washington is. June 7th through 9th. That's the YouTubery, right? June 7th through 9th next year. Oh, Alaska's awesome. It's cold, cold, but we went up at the end and I mean, it was cold. We had to have jackets and stuff on and gloves when we got up into the glaciers. But it was beautiful. I've never seen anything more beautiful in my life than Alaska. It was gorgeous. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'll put that. I don't know Kentucky how far it is from us. I don't think it's but maybe 12-hour drive or something or less. I think probably. I'll have to see what happens. Oh, that would be cool, Drew. I wouldn't mind meeting you, Dizzy, myself, and I do go north. We'll be going next summer. We'll be going up to New Jersey, I think, to go out to Bermuda. Yeah, that survivalist trip, that would be like really cold, I think. I don't know. I mean, I like camping. I like the thought of camping and survival kind of stuff, but I'm kind of spoiled when it comes to camping. I like to have a cabin. I don't want to have to find a bathroom. Um, I don't know. I like the thought of it. I love watching people. I love the camping videos and stuff. Um, yeah, I don't think I'd want to live in Alaska. I just think it's way too cold and it's hard to make a living up there. It's a beautiful place to visit, though. I'd like to see more of Canada, maybe one day, because we just did hit like Juneau and Skagway and the Inside Passage and that kind of stuff. You don't? Do you do like hang the thing across the what's it called? Hammock. Do you do hammock camping or do you sleep on the ground? At least have to have a tent with air. I'd like to have an RV. I'd like to do some RVing in the future. So maybe in a few years. I'm thinking in a few years maybe to maybe just do RV or something. I'd love to meet a whole lot of YouTubers out there. I'd love to do a YouTube vacation where I just travel around in an RV and just meet people because I just think that would be the coolest thing ever. You would probably need more than a wool blanket in Alaska. You probably need some kind of sleeping bag that's insulated to like below zero or something. Alaska's just cold. I mean, we had hats and gloves and jackets on and it was like the end of May, beginning of June. So, but we saw some awesome stuff. We saw whales, we saw sea lions. We got up close and personal to some sea lions out in the wild. Yeah, there you go. Our being with Steve and Val. Yeah, we just take everybody on our adventures and hang out, dress warm. Yeah, you'd have to dress warm. Get you some boots, some warm, furry boots. Yeah, I would love to take. When I was a kid, I was probably about 13-ish in that range. My aunt only had one child, and she wanted to go cross country, but she wanted to have somebody for her child to hang out with. And I was closest of the cousins in age. So I was lucky enough to go on that trip, although I was too young to appreciate the trip. And I would love to do that again. And we started out in northern New York and we drove by car across country to California, down to Texas, all around. We saw lots and lots of stuff that was very awesome. And I don't even remember a lot of it. Grand Canyon and the Redwood Forest and Mount Rushmore and the Painted Deserts and Yellowstone Park and Disney World and you name it, we saw it on this trip and stayed in hotels. Both of my aunt and my uncle were school teachers, I believe, so they had the summer off and they both, have passed away now. But I just remember to be blessed with being able to do a cross country trip, and I think it took a month that we were out and about in the summer, just visiting all kinds of places. And I would truly love to do that again. To just pack up an RV and go in it and just travel the United States and Canada and any other place we could get by RV and just visit YouTubers and have a lot of fun. I think that would be my ultimate vacation. Oh, that's okay. I Yeah, I really do too. I just think it'd be so cool. I know it's probably not going to be within the next couple of years, but you know, who knows what's going to happen 5 years down the line. I'm not going to be too old to do it. As young as you feel, right? So it still could happen. Until then, we do our little weekend trips. Our calendar takes us, and we just play. But I'm excited about our Christmas cruise. This is the first time we've ever done a holiday cruise. I'm looking forward to it because we're driving down, and it's going to give us 4 extra days or 5 extra days of being able to see things between here and Florida, going out of Fort Lauderdale. So really excited about that. Excited to be going back down to Western Caribbean to do some more diving down there. It's gorgeous down there. The diving is awesome, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to all my vacations or all my little weekend trips. That's kind of why I came on. But hopefully, we get the boat in the water before the end of the month. At least the canoe. We'll get the fishing boat out. Um, anyway, we'll get it out at least once, which we get it inspected. We haven't had the trailer inspected yet this year. We need to do that. So I need to get Steve busy on doing that. So just thought I'd come on and share with y'all what I'm up to. I'm going to work on some crafts this afternoon because I don't have a lot planned for this afternoon. So I do have some crafts I need to work on. I need to finish cleaning up my craft room here because I'm trying to purge. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff purged out of the house. Hoping after the church auction that we get to do a yard sale over there because I've got a bunch of stuff in the attic to throw on a yard sale to get rid of a lot of clothes from my grandchildren that they have grown out of and don't need anymore, and toys and mess sets we've collected over the years. I'm trying to go through everything, cabinets and in the kitchen and the bedrooms and everywhere else, and just purge because we've collected too much mess in the last 10 years here. So we want to downsize. So we're thinking of downsizing our house and moving into something smaller in the next year or so. So that's kind of what we're trying to work on now. Hopefully that'll come through for us. Just, you know, keeping the faith that things will all work out the way we want them to, and we can retire. I'm hoping that I can retire within the next, let's see, 10 years. I'll go high, 10 years, hopefully before then, but I'd love to be able to retire and do some more traveling. So we'll see if Social Security is still around when I get to that age, I guess. But I do appreciate that everybody came out. I was worried there at the beginning because nobody was coming online. I was going to cut it short, but I don't like to cut it short once people start showing up because I like to be able to chat a little bit. Um, so hopefully it'll cool down a little bit for y'all out there so that you can get some fishing in because I'm looking forward to that too. We do some bass fishing up on the pond up in Powhatan. I'm glad you made it too. I like your family videos too. So keep doing that because I enjoy all of your videos. I enjoy your fishing ones, but I enjoy your family ones too. Thank you. I'm sure it will. I'm blessed. I know I'm blessed. I work very hard. Uh, People ask me, how can you go on so many trips? But I work hard. Steve works very hard. And if you work hard and you save what you can save to do what you can do, then, you know, I'm just blessed that I have a nice job and Steve has a good job. And we try to take advantage of, you know, the stuff that we can do while we're young, and that's all we can do. Yeah, there's some beautiful lakes here in Virginia. Hi, Broseph Russell. Are you working today? You ought to come over here, TK, and do some fishing over here. Come over, fish with us. We'll take you out. Yeah, I can understand that. It does get, you know, when you get home at night after a hard day's work, you don't feel like taking a camera out. I do most of my filming on the weekend, or if we're on a vacation or a trip somewhere. We don't do a whole lot during the week. Oh, you got to go in at 1. Oh, well, it's 2 here, so you're behind me a couple hours or something. Or you went in at 1. I'm not sure what state you're in either. But yeah, TK, do your filming on the weekends. That way she can be in some videos during the week. And come over here to Virginia. Come over on the East Coast, and we'll go up to Lake Anna and fish for some striper and some bass, catfish. They got some nice catfish up in the lake up there too. 11 in California. Yeah, you're like 4 hours behind us. California, you're over with Bass Fishing with TK Heaven. He's over in California too. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock. We go to church on Sunday morning, so we didn't get out of church till 11. Wife are bidding at our jobs to transfer to 3 different spots. Oh, Virginia would be cool. There's a lot of fishing in Virginia. Yeah, Karen. They'll come. We'll take you out. Oh, she does? What part of Virginia does she live in? We're down south of Richmond, about 20 minutes south of Richmond. James McIntyre lives down the street from you, Broseph. I watch his videos. He just did a camping trip too with his family. I think you guys are getting ready to go back to school. The young ones are getting ready to go back to school. So he said it was the last trip before school. Chesapeake. I lived in Chesapeake about 20 years ago, I guess. I'm about an hour and a half, 2 hours west of Chesapeake. Yeah, Chesapeake's not far. Wow, that's pretty cool. Have y'all did a meetup? I think it'd be cool. The closest person that I know that we are near, she lives in some river for her backyard. The James River. What river is down in Chesapeake? Got to be Appomattox River. Not the James River's up here in Richmond. I'm not sure what river's down there. I know the ocean's right there because Chesapeake's on the ocean, or close to it anyway, Virginia Beach. Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's cool to be able to do something with another. You know him before YouTube? Or did you meet through YouTube? because our friends Chris and Lee in North Carolina, we met them through YouTube, because I started watching their channel, or they started watching mine, either way, and then we figured we were very close to each other, maybe a couple hours away from each other, and we've done the meetup a couple of times, which I think is really cool. I've got so many people that I follow all the time, or at least try to catch in chats, and I would love to meet up with a lot of people through YouTube. That's pretty cool. I think it's really cool. Now, I know there's a lot of YouTubers like that do the YouTubery and other things when they meet up and go camping together. And I know some of them, but I don't know all of them. So that sometimes I'll go into the other people's channels to try to see what they're about and, maybe watch some of their videos. Usually the people who comment on my videos in my comment section, I'll answer their comments and then I'll go check out one of their videos. That way I remember to, support the people who are supporting me by watching and commenting. So when I'm done and I don't have any more comments to finish up, I'll go search out other people's that are in my feed that they've uploaded a video. So I can try to hit as many people as possible, but then I try to hit some live streams so that I can catch up with people in the live streams too. I think the YouTube community is awesome. So, but yeah, if you do end up coming to Virginia, TK, to visit your daughter, or if you end up here to live, let me know so we can catch up and do some fishing together. I'm sure Steve would love that. We're always up for fishing. Yeah, the YouTube community is awesome. It really is. That's true. I don't even watch TV anymore. Thank you, Drew, for coming. Have a great day. And one day I can come up your way, or you can come down this way. Yeah, I don't even watch TV anymore. My nights revolve around my upload that I've taken over the weekend, or any videos that I have. I work on those, editing those and stuff, and I do pretty simple editing. I'd love to learn some more editing tricks, but I don't have time right now to really get into it and figure everything out. I know some people have showed me a few things. I'd like to figure out how to do picture-in-picture, like to put a picture up inside your video, or something, but I don't even know how to do that. So somebody's going to have to teach me that one day. It was good talking to you too, the Crow Flies. Thank you so much for stopping in the live stream. I really appreciate your support. I'll do this again, hopefully soon. But I did want to come on and just tell everybody what we got coming up in the next couple of months. Just do a little live update and just see who would come on and say hi. Because I don't get much time to do live streams, and I love being on a live stream and, and visiting different people's live streams. So I think I'm going to cut it short. You all have a wonderful day. I'm going to sit with my sisters and do some crafts. I appreciate everybody that stopped by to say hi. And y'all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll try to catch up with you soon. And I'll talk to you later. Thank you.